All right. All right. So, on my foot. This morning, I was reading this pamphlet from the Potter's House that I got not yesterday, but the day before, called Salvation, a New Life. And before we begin, I just want to mention something that I was reading. I read the pamphlet, but I was reading something about the sinner's prayer. Now, they don't call it the sinner's prayer. I know it's called the sinner's prayer because I grew up in this type of church. Not the Potter's House, but the Pentecostal type of church. And this is what the pamphlet states. What to pray. If you haven't asked Jesus into your heart yet, do so right now by praying a simple prayer like this one. Dear Jesus, I ask you to come into my heart. I know that I am a sinner, but I believe that you died on the cross and rose from the dead to set me free. I believe that your shed blood has released me from the power of sin. I give you my life and make you my Lord. Now, what does that have to do with yoga? Well, two things. One, based on the concept of one truth, many paths, we are supporting our family within the Christian path, specifically the Pentecostal type of Christian, and specifically the Potter House types of Christians. Now, I'm well aware that they believe their way is the only way. But that's beautiful. What's wrong with that? That's their path. They believe their way is the only way. Nothing wrong with that. That's what they have to believe. That's what they believe. And it keeps them on their path. Now, the second thing it has to do with yoga is that it's a mindset that allows freedom, just like the prayer I just read. If I can find it, I might have lost it. They believe this. I believe that you died on the cross and rose from the dead to set me free. So through this path, these individuals can be free. That is the beauty of it. That is the beauty of it. And that is yoga, that freedom. Now, whether they're going through Christianity to experience this freedom, or through, not them, but Muslims that go through Islam to experience that freedom, or through Hinduism, Buddhism, Judaism, whatever. It's an ability to experience freedom. And that's what it has to do with yoga. And that's why I mentioned it. So, that's what we're learning on the yoga mat too. Freedom. That is yoga. When the mind and body connect, that is yoga. Because that allows oneness. And that oneness, capital O, is freedom. And we're learning that on the yoga mat. And our Christian family is learning it through their belief system. Pentecostals are experiencing yoga through their path. Of course, they don't call it yoga. Of course, this aspect, that aspect is not part of their belief system, but it's still about freedom and experiencing that freedom. So I'm going to read it one more time, just because I started feeling it. Man. I believe that you died on the cross and rose from the dead to set me free. Woo, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Now, put that up. This is number 154 YouTube Live yoga routine. And today, we're going to do 2 sun salutations like we've been doing. Like I explained, the reason I do that because I have a camera that's cheap and I can't do the other poses that I usually do when I teach a class. But at the same time, the sun salutations are a perfect routine, no matter, regardless of the camera. Even if I just did sun salutations every morning, it's still great because yoga is about the mind and body connecting. And like I always say, if you do yoga, if you're washing the dishes and your mind and body is connecting to that activity, you're doing yoga. So the poses is just something that we're doing on the yoga mat to tap into that mindset of oneness. It's a means to an end there. So we'll do 2 mountain poses, settle in the easy pose, do some stretches in the easy poses, letting the stretches become a form of a moving meditation, and then we'll close it up in a yogic seal. And that'll be it. So let's go to mountain pose. Feet or shoulder width apart. Toes go up. Spread the toes as wide as you can. Each toe touches the floor one at a time. Knees are bent. Hips are tilted. Arms are relaxed, so no tension in the arms, the shoulders. And you're going to lengthen yourself up. So you line yourself up. So pull yourself up. Can't see my hand. You don't bend down. I'm bending down because I know that my hand goes out of the camera. So pull yourself up. So think of yourself as being pulled up. Think of a string on top of the head, elongating your body. And then you let the bones settle on top of each other. And let the skeleton stand by itself. So you move around, find the spot for you where your skeleton is just standing. And there's no tension anywhere. This is an important pose because it allows for stability. Can't speak yet. And oneness. So just like a mountain, our body is part of the earth. The mountain is part of the earth. It is the earth. So is our bodies. That allows for a stable mind. The coordination, stability, all that stuff in yoga happens. That'll all happen. That will happen. But the mindset is what we have to gain. We have to work on the mindset. We work on the body too, but the mindset is something we have to gain. So get into the mountain pose, settle, become one like a mountain. The mindset of oneness. Bring the palms together, thumbs to the heart center. Push the arms out, up and back. Inhale is the first stretch, so go nice and easy. And then you exhale. As you exhale, you hinge forward from the lower back. And you're just going to fall into the ragdoll. Now with the ragdoll, the arms are dangling. The head is dangling. So no tension anywhere. You're just letting the body fall, but the body falls. You're not trying to be somewhere. You're letting go of trying to be somewhere. You're letting go of control. You're letting go of pushing yourself. Just be free. Just like the quote I just read, the sinner's prayer, be free. Those type of Christians become free from their belief. And that's what we're doing on the yoga mat. You're becoming free. Relax. Don't control and let the body go where the body goes. That is a mindset that we're learning here. So when you get off the yoga mat, you're free. You're letting go of control. You're having acceptance. You're feeling open. And that doesn't mean you allow negativities. That doesn't mean you allow negative things to happen to you. That means you're aware of them. You don't let them become part of you. Now palms to the calves, elbows into the sides of the legs. You're going to pull yourself in, push all the air out, get all the air out. Then arch the back, raise the head. Inhale. And then exhale. As you exhale, you pull yourself in and down. Foreheads go to the knees. Push all the air out. Then arch the back, raise the head. Inhale. And then exhale. Push all the air out. Get all the air out. Pull yourself in and down. Foreheads go to the knees. Again, arch the back. Raise the head. Inhale. Then exhale. Pull yourself in and down. Push all the air out. And we're going to do two more. Arch the back. Raise the head. Inhale. Then exhale. Pull yourself in and down. Push all the air out. Get all the air out. And again, arch the back. Raise the head. Inhale. Then exhale. Pull yourself in and down. Push all the air out. The palms go to the sides of the feet. Left leg is back into a low lunge. The low lunge. Top of the foot to the floor in the back. Knees to the floor. Hips are square, pushing forward diagonally. Front knees not over the toes. If it is, lengthen up some. Back is straight or arched. If the back is straight, you're reaching out. You're elongating the back. If the back is arched, you're going to scoop. So the hip bones push forward. Back is arching. Head is going up. You're focused on the breathing. 100% focus on the breathing. That heightens your awareness. Lets you know what's being stretched. Lets you know what's going on in the body. And in this pose, like all the poses, but in this pose specifically, you're feeling opened. Tapping into openness. It's a mindset that you're learning on the yoga mat. You're going to take that openness off the yoga mat. Be open throughout the day, open to new thinking, new thoughts, new adventures, just open to everything around, aware of everything around you, accepting that's what's happening, letting go of control. Again, I keep on saying this because in America, we think accepting means you take negativity. That's not what I'm saying. Acceptance means you accept what's happening. You don't let it become part of you. You accept it over there. So if somebody's being negative, they're being negative. You accept that they're being negative, but it's their negativity. You don't take it in. That's what I mean. Then high lunge. So with the back leg, go straight, get the knee off the floor, get as straight as you can. And then downward dog. The downward dog, you're pushing into it. So the arms are straight, legs are straight, tailbones go to the ceiling, heels are going towards the floor, or in the floor, or towards the floor, I'm sorry. Don't put them in the floor, put them on the floor. And then head is dangling. Let the head just dangle. And you're pushing into the pose. But you're only pushing to the spot right before you feel like, man, I shouldn't go any further. Find that spot. Accept where you are. And just focus on the breathing. Thinking of nothing else but of the breathing. This is where I know I need music because I'm silent. But, hey, I don't have music. Drop down to the knees and the chest. Knees slide up. Tops of the feet are to the floor. Palms, of course, are to the floor. You're feeling open. The upward dog. Or, you need to modify it. You go to hands and knees, arch the back, raise the head. Or you do the small cobra. With the small cobra, the chest is off the floor. No pressure on the hands. The hands are touching the floor, but you're not using them. You're not pushing up. You're pulling up. The back muscles are pull muscles, so you pull yourself up. And you're just going to feel opened. Same concept. Accept where you are. Feel opened. Acceptance is openness too. When you accept, boom, you go into openness. I said boom too loud. I don't know why I said it like that. Might have messed up the mic. I've done that before in the past. Clap my hands real loud, and the rest of the video was like. So let's hope that didn't happen. Inshallah. God willing. Back to downward dog, pushing into it. Really push into it. But you only push into the spot right before you feel like, man, I shouldn't go any further. Find that spot, settle there, and focus on the breathing. Think of nothing else but of the breathing. You're going to bring the left foot up between the hands into a low lunge. With a low lunge, top of the foot to the floor, knees to the floor, hips are square, pushing forward diagonally, making sure the front knee is not over the toes. If it is, lengthen up some. Back is straight or arch. The back is straight, you're elongating, you're stretching out. If it's arch, you're doing a scoop. Scooping, feeling open, accepting where you are. Focus 100% on the breathing. Heightens your awareness, lets you know what's going on in the body. Just feel open, 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 opened. It's mindset. And then a high lunge. So the knee goes off the floor in the back. Get the leg as straight as you can. And then you're going to move into the standing forward bend. With the standing forward bend, palms are to the calves, elbows into the sides of the legs. Pull yourself in and down. Forehead's going to the knees. And accept where you are. Now this pose is important because you are learning to become aware of subtleness. And that's going to happen because when you're focused on the breathing, you're focused on the breathing 100%, makes you aware of the subtle movement of the belly. So when you inhale, the belly expands with air, pushes you out of the pose slightly. Let yourself be pushed out. When you exhale, the belly goes in and you go back into the pose. It's a subtle movement. Become aware of it. The great thing about this pose, you're learning the mindset of awareness. When you get off the yoga mat, you're aware of subtleness, of the subtle things that are happening around you. Palms together, reach out, up and back, inhale. And then exhale, turn the palms out, push the air down and out. And again, inhale. And exhale, hinge forward, reaching out. Back to standing forward bend, pull yourself in and down, forehead's going to the knees. Focus 100% on breathing. That heightens your awareness. Makes you aware of the subtle movement. Makes you aware of what's happening in the body. Makes you aware of what's being stretched. Makes you aware of maybe a so-called issue you have in the lower back. Or even in a hamstring, or one of your hamstrings, or your shoulder, or your knee. But the important thing is you're focused on the breathing, not focused on those things. Essentially learning that you are not your so-called issues. You're focusing on the breathing. Now, that doesn't mean you don't take care of the issues. It just means you're not your issues. So-called issues. So palms to the side of the feet, the left leg is back. Low lunge. Again, feel open. Feeling open, accepting. So if you're down, you feel like, man, I'm not doing this good, and you're down like this, let go of that mindset. That's not what we're doing. That is judgment, and that will prevent the mind and body from becoming one. So you have judgment in between mind and body. This is an example. Get rid of judgment. Get rid of control. Get rid of all those barriers so that the mind and body become one. And that oneness is yoga. That is yoga. Yoga is not the pose. This is not yoga. Just the pose. This is the low lunge. Low lunge is not yoga. It's a position of the body. Yoga is a mindset when the mind and body become one. Then high lunge. Then downward dog, pushing into it. Now this time you're going to really push into it. And if you're thinking, man, I can't push into it no more, then don't push into it. If you feel like, man, I need to bring myself out of it, learn to listen to yourself and bring yourself out of it. We're doing yoga together. I'm not your guru. I'm not here to be your leader. I want you to be your own leader, your own guru. Learn to listen to yourself. That's what we're learning in yoga. So when you get off the yoga mat, you listen to yourself. So slide into level dog or modify it and just feel opened. Learn to listen to yourself is important. Extremely important. 2019, you learn to listen to yourself. Don't follow somebody tells you something. Talk it over with yourself. If you believe in God, talk it over with God. Then make the decision. In the age of Google's your guru. Google. Then back to downward dog, pushing into it. Really, really push into it. The last downward dog, so go as far as you can. If you feel like, man, I can't go any further, then don't. I'm just giving you a suggestion. We are doing yoga together. I'm just telling you what the poses are. Focus on the breathing. Thinking of nothing else but of the breathing. And then left foot is up between the hands. Low lunge. Feel opened. Remember, tapping into the mindset of openness. Freedom. Freedom. We're learning freedom, how to be free. When you're off the yoga mat and you're free, you feel open, you're accepting, essentially accepting yourself. You just feel free. Beautiful way to live your day. Free. Be free. Hey, the dog's barking. He's late. I had the door shut because it's freezing outside. Standing forward bend. But he barks. He used to bark. Maybe he's not late. Maybe this is his time now. But it's cold outside, so you can't hear him. I can hear him. Pull yourself in and down. Focus on the breathing. Palms together. Reach out. Up and back. Inhale. And then exhale. Turn the palms out. Push the air down and out. And then the mountain pose. And we're going to go to easy pose. So if you're on a mat, you're going to go to the back of the mat. And I go to the front just because I need to be in front of the camera. If I'm teaching a class, I go to the back of the mat like everybody else. I do what everybody else does. I tell them what to do. And some of them listen, some of them don't. And nothing wrong with that. So back is straight, hands are front, hands are to your knees, maybe in your lap. Or maybe you're leaning against the wall. If you know your back gets fatigued, maybe you're going back like this. Maybe you have one knee up, one leg out. Doesn't matter. Just get comfortable. Do the best you can. It's the modification of the lotus pose. I can't do the lotus pose. I used to be able to when I was a kid. Can't do it now. You're going to tilt the head to the right ears to the right shoulder. Keep the back straight, left shoulder's down. So keep the shoulders as level as you can. And you're just focused on the breathing. 100% focused on the breathing. That heightens your awareness, lets you know what's being stretched. So you're aware of the stretch on the left side of the neck. Or you're aware of the fatigue in your lower back. Doesn't matter. But you're not that stuff. Focusing on the breathing. Just becoming aware of where you are. Then bring the head to center. Tilt the head to the left. Left ears to the left shoulder. Right shoulder's down. Back is straight. Awareness stays on the breathing. The focus stays on the breathing. And heightens your awareness. Makes you aware of the stretch on the right side of the neck. And what's happening in the body. Bring the head to center. And you're going to tilt the head back. You're not drawing the head back. You're reaching up. So the chin is going straight up. You just focus on the breathing. Again, it heightens your awareness. Lets you feel the stretch in the front of the neck. Now bring the chin down to the chest. Back stays straight, so don't curl the back. Just bring the head down. Chin's going to the chest. Bring the head to center. Now neck rolls. Drop the head to the right, down and around. Head drops down, it goes around. You're exhaling as it goes down and around. You inhale as you go up. You're going to link the movement with the breathing. And just focus 100% on the breathing. When you do that, the movement becomes a form of a moving meditation. And then when the head goes to the top, you're going to reverse. Exhale as you go down and around. Inhale as the head goes up and back. Again, focus on the breathing, thinking of nothing else but of the breathing. And then when the head goes to the top, bring yourself to center. And then shoulders shrug, shoulders to the ears, back down around. The shoulders are going up, you're inhaling. And the shoulders go back and down, you're exhaling. And when the shoulders go to the ears, you're going to reverse. Exhale as you go down, inhale as you go up. Again, link the movement with the breathing. Focus 100% on the breathing. And then when the shoulders go to the ears, bring yourself to the center. And then trunk rotations, trunking down to the right, down and around. As you go down and around, the back is straight. You're reaching out, exhaling. And as you come up, you're inhaling. Same thing, linking the movement with the breathing. Focus 100% on the breathing. That heightens your awareness. Lets you feel the movement. Lets you feel what's being stretched. And that is what allows, when the trunk comes to the top, you're going to reverse. That's what allows the movement to become a form of a moving meditation. It's no longer just a movement. It's no longer just a stretch. It's a meditation, a moving meditation. I keep on saying that because that's what it is. And then when the trunk goes to the top, bring yourself to center. Then half spinal twist. So left hand's on the right knee. Right arm goes up. Think of the spine. Pull yourself up. So reach up, then twist. Palm goes to the floor, center of the back. Arm is straight, and it's against the back. And make sure the head is twisting. And you just focus on the breathing. Let yourself breathe. In this pose, it's easy to not let yourself breathe because you're pulling and you're pushing on the belly. But when you inhale, let the belly expand. Let yourself be pushed out of the pose slightly. When you exhale, the belly goes in, you go back into the pose. Make sure the head is twisting. And then go ahead and release, back to center. Then the other side. So right hand's on the left knee, left arm goes up, pull yourself up, then you twist, palm goes to the floor, center of the back, arm is straight, and it's against the back. Make sure the head is twisting. and you're focused on the breathing, thinking of nothing else but of the breathing. Let yourself breathe. Let the body move. I'm going to go ahead and release. Center. Back is straight. Hands are in front. And just get comfortable. If you're against the wall, that's fine. If you're leaning back, that's fine. And now for the yoga seal, you're going to reach behind you, grab the left wrist with the right hand, leaning forward. The forehead is going down towards the floor, or it's to the floor. And you're sealing in all the benefits of the yoga poses, keeping the peace that you gained through the rest of the day. You're going to bring yourself back up and go back in front. We're just going to stay here a little bit longer. So you're going to watch yourself breathe. So back is straight, hands are in front. Just watch yourself breathe. So you're already breathing automatically. So you're just going to watch it. You watch it by watching the belly go in and out as you inhale, exhale. Or you bring your focus to the tip of the nose and watch the air go in and out. What will happen is you'll catch yourself controlling it, most likely, maybe not. Then when you realize you're controlling your breathing, just let go and watch it. And you'll also catch yourself thinking about other things. And when you realize, hey, thinking about other things, just bring your focus back to the breathing. So we'll stay here a little bit longer. Just watch yourself breathe. Palms together. Namaste. That's it. So that's 100. Number 154. I have a calendar there. That's why I'm looking over there. 154 YouTube Live Yoga Routine. And I will see you tomorrow at 5:30 a.m. Arizona time, Mountain Standard Time. So namaste. Peace and love.